Well, at least this is the second young man we're having for the night, so that's good. Because like the men scared, I don't know.
And I just want to also remind you that we have the nice little stands under the tree, all local vendors, jewelry, snacks, cake, tarts. Somebody said they had a tart just now and it was delicious. I ain't gonna call no name to put them on the spot. We also have the soup. We have drinks, nice jewelry I see here and there. So don't forget to visit them during the entertainment. We also have the nice steel pan that will be entertaining us as well. So we moving on, and we have Mr. Peter E. Lake.
Before we start with Mr. Lake, just like to make note that all those that are parked on the outside, there's a big parking just to the back by the gums. So please move the cars from along the way here and park in the big parking to the back. Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Lake.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while since I've actually read anything. I hope, see, it's been a while. So I hope you enjoy it. It's called The Silent Voice. I could never understand why. He touched her when no one was looking. Why the world looked at me with such funny eyes. His hands running up her legs, touching her private virgin parts. Was it the way that I walked? Was it the way that I talked? She was only 7 when her first tears fell to the ground. I could never understand why. A year passed, but still she cried, begging to be seen. Why the world laughed at me with such funny smiles. Her warm skin brought such little pleasure. Cold as ice, his hands felt. His fingers were used at the time. Was it the way I walked? Was it the way I talked? She was only 8 when her flooded tears raged down her velvet skin. Sorry. I could never understand why. One hand kept her silent and the other caressed her tiny body. Why the world became so silent to such funny minds. Her screams could not be heard as she laid exposed between sheets. Was it the way she walked? Was it the way she talked? She was 9 when her tears stopped running. I could never understand why cold and dark was the night on her 10th year of birth. Why the world became so deafened with such funny ears as he forced himself upon the tiny body, erasing her will to live. Was it the way I talked? Was it the way I walked? She was 10 when she closed her eyes while laying in her own life. I could never understand why no one believed her, why the world was never listening to her. Was it the way I walked? Was it the way I talked? Maybe it was the way I wrote my blood. Thank you for giving me peace. Was it the way I walked, or was it the way I talked?